Good morning. How is everyone doing today? I hope you all are well. Taking care of myself this morning by propping my knees to help support that ankle issue that I have going on. I am wearing a Prajna Yoga t-shirt today. Prajna Yoga is in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where I had the privilege of going to study with T.S. Little and Surya, his wife. And I've also had the privilege of studying with him at Prajna Yoga Institute, as well as at a studio in Georgia. So I want to give a big thank you to T.S. and Surya for their teachings. Most memorable experiences with them in Santa Fe. So for today, I'd like to open our session with a quote from Rumi, which says, "Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you, and do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come?" And I thought that was perfect for the situation that we're happening to be in right now. Having to stay at home, not work, not see family and friends. And who knows? Hopefully, when this is all over, we will all be the better for it. A lot of our session for today will be done using the wall as feedback for the lower body. Sometimes we think we have activated through the lower body, the feet and the legs, and we necessarily haven't. So we'll use the wall today for great feedback. So let's take a few moments to center ourselves today and prepare the body and mind for our practice, as well as for the rest of the day. So if you would, take a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. Know that you can sit Sukhasana, easy cross-legged position. You are welcome to sit in a chair. You can extend your legs out forward. Now, however, if you extend the legs forward, if there's a lot of space between the back of your knees, you may want to place a towel, a blanket, something underneath there so that you're not overstretching the back of the kneecaps. And of course, you're also welcome to sit in Virasana, where you're sitting on the tops of the shins and the feet. Okay, so draw the flesh away from your sitting bones. Allow your eyes to close. And then begin to invite your awareness away from the outside world. Away from everything our senses draw us to. Let your attention be focused on the inhalation and the exhalation. And possibly allow it to be focused on the pause between the breaths. I encourage you that throughout your day, not while you're just on the mat, but to stop periodically through your day and just simply breathe. Be aware of that great gift moving in and out of the body. Set an intention for your practice. And once the intention intention is set. Lift your palms together in prayer in front of the heart center. With your exhalation, slowly bow head to heart. Release your hands down. Gently open your eyes and lift your gaze. So let's start by taking the arms down by the sides. Palms will face forward. And as you inhale, just sweep your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, lower the arms down. As you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, lower the arms down. We'll do one more time. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, sweep the arms down. Let's take a gentle twist to the right. So the right hand's going to go behind you. The left hand goes to the outside of the knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently rotate to your right. Come to center, switch hands. Left hand goes behind you. Right hand holds the outer leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently rotate to your left. And inhale and exhale, come to center. Let's extend the legs forward in staff pose, Dandasana. Contract your quadriceps, then press your thigh bones down. Release. Contract, press. Release. Contract, press. Release. Let's do two more. Contract, press down. Release. Contract, press down. Release. Now let's bring the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. I'm going to support under my knees here again. So press the feet together. Give a little pull on the shins to lift you upward. Contract the back of the legs to each other and lengthen the inner groins away from the midline of the body. Now, if you can press the outer edges of your feet together, so I'll use my hands like a book here. Press the outer edges of your feet together to open your feet up like a book. I'm not able to go very far today because of rolling the ankle, but I'm going to work right where I am. And close the feet, support the knees, draw them up, and extend them out. So I'm going to set my props off to the side and come down onto my back body. I'm going to bring the feet to the wall. Now, if you need head support for this, by all means, keep a blanket there. Try to make sure that the height of the blanket is so that the chin and the forehead are level, not jutting higher. The chin higher than the forehead, or the forehead higher than the chin. Okay, so I'm going to set those off to the side. So I'm going to recline down to the wall, and I want to be close enough to the wall that I can feel my feet push into the wall. Okay, so that grounding of the feet into the wall is going to give some feedback into my legs as to how active they are. So take the arms up and overhead. So take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, push the feet into the wall as you lengthen the arms and fingers to the center of the room. Inhale, soften, and exhale, extend. Inhale, soften, exhale, and extend. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your right knee to your chest. Inhale, arms overhead, leg out. Exhale, draw your left knee into the chest. Inhale, arms overhead, leg out. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Hold the right knee into the chest as you push your left foot into the wall and your left thigh bone down. Inhale, arms overhead, leg out. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Press your right foot into the wall and your right thigh bone down. Inhale, arms overhead, leg out. Exhaling, right knee into the chest. Push your left foot into the wall and your left thigh bone down. Inhaling, arms overhead, leg out. Exhaling, draw your left knee to chest. Press your right foot into the wall, your right thigh bone down. Inhaling, take the arms overhead. Exhaling, full body stretch by pressing feet into the wall, thigh bones down. Extend through the arms and the fingertips. Then inhale, and as you exhale, float your arms down by your sides. So let's take the arms into a T formation. We'll set up for a couple of twists. So bend your right knee, place your right foot on your left thigh. Now when we turn to the left, let the foot and leg, the bottom foot and leg, travel with you. So the entire pinky side of the foot is to the floor. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, gently twist to your left. It's early this morning, so be easy with your body. Once in your twist, press through the leg and press through the foot. And then inhale, come back to center, extend the right leg out. Exhaling, draw your left knee in, place the foot to the thigh, take a breath to prepare, and as you exhale, gently twist to your right. Push through your right leg and the right foot into the wall. Inhaling, come back to center. So we'll add a little bit to this. As the knees go to the left, the head's going to go to the right. So bend your right knee, place your right foot on your thigh, left hand goes to the outside. Take a breath, and as you exhale, gently twist to your left, turn your head to the right. Push and extend through your left leg. Push your foot into the wall. Lift your belly up. Head and leg come to center. Switch. Left foot goes to the right thigh. Right hand goes to the outer thigh. Take a breath. Exhale, gently twist to your right. Let your head turn to your left. Push through your right leg. Push through your right foot. And lift the bottom of the belly up. And then come to center. We'll repeat that one more time. Right foot to left thigh. Left hand to outer right leg. As you exhale, gently twist to your left, turn your head to the right. Re-push through your left leg and foot. Lift the bottom of your belly. Pin your right shoulder to the floor best you can. Inhale up to center. Exhaling, release the legs. Let's go to the other side. Left foot holds presses to the right thigh, right hand to the outside of the left leg. Take a breath in, exhale, gently twist to your right. Push through your right leg and right foot. Lift the bottom of the belly, turn the head to the left. And slowly bring the leg back to center, extend the leg out to straight, and let's get your belt. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot a little closer to the wall here, and make sure that I'm strongly pushing feet into the wall, but then draw the right knee to the chest and take the right leg up to straight. Now, the feet push away from the pelvis. So the right foot's lifting up as the left foot pushes into the wall. Contract your quadriceps of both legs. Spin your left thigh bone in and down. Draw your outer right hip away from the head and towards the wall. And direct your breath into the back of your legs, wherever you feel sensation. Do one more breath. Micro bend the knee, lower down. Draw the left leg in. Take the left leg up to straight. Push your right foot into the wall, left foot to the ceiling. Contract your quadriceps. Press your right thigh bone in and down. And left outer hip away from the head. Move it away from the head. Direct the breath into the back of your leg, into the back of your hamstring where there is sensation. And then micro bend that leg, release it down. Let's go back to the right leg. Left foot's going to press into the wall. Right, belt is in the right hand. I'm going to use my left hand to encourage my left thigh bone down. Okay? So with an exhalation, I'm going to take the leg to the right. Parshavasupta Parangustasana. Here, push the feet away from the wall, away from the pelvis. Contract your quadriceps. Lift the bottom of your belly. With a strong exhalation, bring that leg up to center. Bend the knee, release the leg out to straight. Let's go to the other side. Belt will be in your left hand. Right hand's going to hold the right thigh bone down. And with the exhale, take the leg to the left. And then connect back in with your actions. Push the feet away from the pelvis. Contract your kneecaps and thighs. And lift the bottom of the belly up. And then slowly bring that leg back to center. And release the leg towards the floor. Let's go to the other side. Belt is on the right heel now, but belt is in the left hand. Now, I gotta scoot a little closer to the wall here because we're gonna revolve over all the way onto our outer left side. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, revolve over onto your outer left hip. Now push your left leg to straight and your left foot into the wall. And then push out through your right foot. Roll your outer right hip away from the head and invite right shoulder blade back to the floor. And then slowly bring the leg up. Let's switch sides. Close enough to the wall. Belt around right hand and left foot. This time as you exhale, travel and rotate to your right. Push your right leg and foot into the wall. Push your left foot into the belt. Contract your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps up. Roll your outer left hip away from the head. Encourage left shoulder blade to the floor. And with the strong exhale, bring the leg up to center, micro bend the knee, release the belt. And again, let's take a full body stretch and long through the body. And flow your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees, float your feet and legs over to the side and push yourself upward. So I'm going to get a blanket here for the knees. And we'll do balancing cat, but with the foot pressing into the wall to give a little more feedback into the legs. So I'm going to do it sideways so you can see what I'm asking of your body, and then we'll place the foot to the wall. So in just a moment, I'm going to ask that you extend your leg back, and the foot will be pressing into the wall the entire time as you lift the opposite arm. Now, if that's too much for your body, Keep your toes on the floor and then possibly lift the arm. Okay? So let me spin my blanket around. And you kind of have to play with it to begin with to see if, oh, that's a good distance for me, or no, that's not. Now I'm going to bring my knees back down to the floor. Now I know where the distance is, and try to align my inner elbows inward. And you want to spin out sometimes, but I really have to focus to keep them inward. Okay? So extend that'll be my left, your right leg back and to the wall. Okay? Now, what typically happens is we want to shift the hips off to the side. Resist that by hugging your outer hip in. Okay? So press the right foot into the wall and firm your thighs and lift your belly. Gaze to be downward towards the floor and then float your left arm away from the mat. One more breath. Lower hand, lower leg. Let's go to the other side. Extend your left leg back into the wall. Okay. Push the foot into the wall. Firm the thighs. Lift the belly. And lift your right arm. And lower hand and lower knee. I love the use of the wall because I feel like it gives the great feedback as to when my legs get a little lazy. So I'm going to set the blanket off to the side and set up for downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, but I don't want to have my feet up against the wall to begin with. So have them probably a couple of inches away from the wall, and we can always step our feet back if we need to. So with the hands underneath the shoulders, walk your hands one hand width forward. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees off the floor. Take your hips back. So heels will be on the wall, toe mounds on the floor. So press your hands down to lift and lengthen the spine away from the mat. Contract your quadriceps. Lift your sitting bones up. And then drop your knees to the floor. Rock your hips back. Adho Mukha Virasana. And let's take dog pose number 2. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees off the floor. Take your hips up and back. Press your hands down. Lift and lengthen the spine away from the floor. And then wrap your outer armpit chest towards the floor. And it'll help to spread the shoulder blades. Connect back in with the kneecaps and thighs and lift them up. Lift the sitting bones up. And root your heels down into the wall. And then let's drop the knees to the floor. Rock the hips back. Let's take Balasana this time. Child's pose with the hands back towards the feet. And take a couple of breaths. And then let's come forward again with our hands. Tuck toes under. This is your last one. Lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Remember to press your hands down. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Lift the bottom of the belly. Contract your quadriceps and lift the sitting bones up. Root the heels towards the wall. Now to come out, let's walk our feet forward part of the way, and then walk your hands back. Hands to hips, and inhale, up you come. So I want us to be about a shin's distance from the wall, maybe not quite that much. And we'll begin in Tadasana, and then into Utkatasana with the bottom to the wall. So let's take a little practice practice round of bending knees and taking the hips back, making sure that you're feeling the wall behind you. If you feel like that's too close to the wall, by all means step forward. And if you feel like you're not close enough to the wall, by all means step back. Now I'm also going to have blocks close by because I might want to use them in Uttanasana, and you might as well have them there too. So let's start off in Tadasana, mountain pose. So ground the 4 points of your feet down towards the floor and lift and lengthen the toes forward and then plant them down. Engage the kneecaps and thighs up. Take the top of the thigh bones back and then lift the bottom of the belly up, chest up, lift and lengthen out through the crown of the head. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, bend your knees, let your bum find the wall. Utkatasana. Now I'm going to bring my feet and legs a little closer together here. So press the feet down. Hug the inner thighs towards each other. Lift the bottom of the belly as you descend the coccyx bone down. With an exhalation, tip the torso over the body, working your way towards Uttanasana. Hips will, the buttock bones slide up the wall. So this is where you might want the blocks. Now, let me say this. If you have osteoporosis, let's keep a flat back here versus bowing forward. Okay? And then let's bend the knees. I'm going to step my feet forward. Bend the knees, slide the bum down the wall, and lift into a flat back. You'll feel the muscles along the back body contracting. And then slide the bum back up the wall, Uttanasana. And then slide down the wall. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then exhale, sliding the bottom back up the wall, Uttanasana. Now I'm going to set my blocks off to the side and more up front. Bring my hands to the wall. Just gently push forward a little bit so you can bring hands to the floor. Walk, bend your knees, walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So inhale, look where you're going. You'll be twisting to your left, stepping your left foot forward first and then into a twist. So as you inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward. It will be your left, my right. And there are my blocks. So you bring your blocks in for a high lunge. Push your back heel into the wall. Press your front foot down. And then spin the inner thigh of your back leg slightly upward. Now you can bring hands to the front thigh if that keeps you pretty stable. Otherwise, keep hands on the block. And then inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Now let's take a gentle twist. So let's twist to our left. So your right hand comes to the outside of your left knee. Push into the back wall. Exhale and twist. Now, versus pulling my knee in, I have to resist and press the knee to the hand to the knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, float your hands down to your blocks. High lunge again, strong active legs. Bottom of the belly lifts, chest lifts. And then set the blocks off to the side. Plant the fingertips to the floor. Step back, dog pose. Let's do the second side. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. Get your blocks if needed. Okay. Now push your back heel into the wall. Press your front foot down your inner back thigh bone up. Bring your hands to the front thigh if you can. If your balance is challenged, by all means, keep your hands to your blocks. Inhale, take your arms up. Now let's twist. Slowly as you exhale, twist to your right. Take your left hand to the outside of the leg. Press your hand to leg, leg to hand. Rotate the torso to your right. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, high lunge. Set the blocks off to the side. Plant the hands to the floor. Step back and into plank. Press your heels into the wall. Firm your thighs, lift your belly. Drop your knees down to the floor. Slowly lower the body to the floor. Cobra. Bhujangasana. So press tops of the feet down. Firm your thighs. Lift your inner thighs up. And then lift the chest up and away from the floor. And exhale. Lower down. Tuck your toes under. Rock back onto your knees. Lift up and back. Downward facing dog. So let's inhale, look forward. Begin to walk your feet forward, part of the way. Bend your knees, walk your hands back. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down by your sides. So let's try it again, starting on the other side. Okay? Well, no, we won't start on the other side. We'll repeat the whole thing again, twisting to our left first. Okay? So, Tadasana. Ground the feet, lift your thighs, lift the belly, lift the chest. Inhaling, sweep your arms up. Exhaling, bend at the knees, let your bum find the wall. Utkatasana. Hang out here for a breath or two. If the arms up and overhead is too much, keep your hands on your hips. It's perfectly fine. As you exhale, slide the bum up the wall, torso over the front thigh. Remember those with osteoporosis, stay in a flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, slide your bum down the wall. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, slide the bum up the wall. Feel the hamstrings opening. Bend the knees, lift the chest, lift your gaze. Last time, sliding the bum up. And then hands to wall. Push yourself off the wall a little bit. Let your fingertips find the floor. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Blocks are handy if you need them. Okay. So as you inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward. There's your blocks if you need them. High lunge. Okay. Push your back heel into the wall. Lift your back thigh. Press your front foot down. Lift your belly. Now bring your hands to your front leg if that's doable for you today. If not, stay hands on the block. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. So I have one hand on the sacrum, one hand on the leg. And as I push into the back leg, I can help the assist of the twist. Inhale, up you come. Exhale, bow forward. Hands to block, high lunge. Set your blocks off to the side. Step back, dog pose. Let's do the other side. Inhale, look forward. Step your right foot forward. Hands come to blocks. Push into your back heel, firm your back leg. Press your front heel down, lift your belly. Hands come to the front leg. Inhale, take your arms up. Push into the back leg. As you exhale, twist to your right. inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come to the block. Set the blocks off to the side. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Walk your feet forward a little bit. Walk your hands back. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So, let's look at tree pose today. Vrikshasana. I don't know how well this is going to happen in my leg, but no, let me hold the wall here. This way. You can do 3 places. Toes on floor, toes on the thigh, inner shin, or up into the thigh. Okay? I will be practicing today with my toes on the floor to support that ankle over there. So ground your right foot into the floor, bend your left knee, turn it out. Okay? Root down into the earth with your feet as you lift your kneecaps and thighs upward. Lift the bottom of the belly up, lift your chest, add your arms. Vrikshasana. It always helps to have a focal point, a drishti point. And then hands come down in front of the heart center, release. Now, you could do this, we'll do this one here, with back on the wall, in case you needed that support. Okay, so I'm going to ground through my left foot, bend the right knee, turn it out. Okay, so now root into the floor with your feet, lift your kneecaps and thighs up, lift the bottom of the belly up, lift the chest, add the arms. Somehow or another with the wall, it encourages me to use a little more effort, but still be at ease. And then lower the arms down, lower the leg down. Now I'm going to have to turn my mat for the next one. And I'll also be using 2 blocks for my pose versus just the one. So the pose is Utthita Parsvakonasana. Typically I don't use 2 blocks, but because the ankle, I'm going to have to. So the blocks are going to go on your right, my left. Okay? So just keep hands to hips. Step your feet nice and wide apart. Now, my stance is so much different than what I normally practice. And I may be able to, after I get more into the pose, be able to lengthen my stance. The right buttocks will be on the wall. And as much of the left foot can be on the wall. Bring your arms up to shoulder level. Press your feet down, firm your thighs, lift your belly. And as you exhale, bend your front knee, Virabhadrasana 2. Now extend along the wall, bring your hand down onto your block. Let's bring the top hand down onto the hip and see if you can possibly lengthen your stance a little bit more. Now, pin the shoulders to the wall, okay? And then sweep the left arm alongside the ear. Yes, lengthen inner groin to knee, knee toward the block. Top of back thigh bone pushes back as you reach into your back heel. Lift the bottom of the belly up. And then slide along the wall to come up. Turn your feet forward, hands forward. Step together. Now let's put the block on the other side. Okay. And we'll repeat going to your left, my right. So I'm going to take a stance much of my left heel towards the wall as I possibly can. And this time my right buttocks, your left buttocks will be on the wall. Pin the shoulders to the wall, lift your arms up shoulder level. Press down into your feet, firm your thighs, lift your belly. Exhale, bend your front knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Now extend out and over the front leg, bring your heel onto the block, and then ask yourself, can I wiggle my back leg a little further back? Okay, spin this chest open. Allergies are killing me. Okay, and sweep the palm alongside the ear. Lengthen your left inner groin to the knee towards the block. Take the top of your right thigh bone back as you reach back into your back heel. And lengthen the top arm away from the back leg. And then inhale, up you come. Turn your feet forward, step your feet together. Uttanasana. We'll use the wall again with our bum to the wall. Let's have our blocks forward. Okay. So with your feet about quite sponge distance apart, use the L shape of your hand into your hip crease. And as you exhale, push into the hip crease to take the spine forward over the front of the thighs. Uttanasana. Allow the head to fall, and remember those who have osteoporosis, please stay at a flat back. And then exhale, bow. The kneecaps and thighs stay lifted, bottom of the belly stays lifted, front body is long, back body is long. And then bend the knees, hands to hips, and rise up. So, Prasarita Padottanasana at the wall. Okay. So, the back, I'm going to be working to get the back of the legs to the wall here. But I want to use my hands to the blocks so I can walk my feet back and support myself that way versus trying to position the legs and then still bow forward. Okay? So the stance here is a good 4.5 to 5 feet. If that works for you, it may not, and that's okay, but we use the feet to press into the floor and the thigh bones to press back into the wall. So I'm going to turn my blocks down. You may be able to do that as well. Okay. So press the 4 points of your feet down. Firm your thigh muscles to the bone and press your thigh bones to the wall. Get the entire back side of the leg to the wall. Lift and lengthen the spine. You'll feel the muscles along the back working. And you might even go a little further down. That's totally up to you. And then come back up onto fingertips or blocks. Walk your feet in. Get them under the pelvis and slightly forward. Hands to hips. And up you come. All right. So let us come down to the floor again. I'm going to reposition my mat. And this time I'm going to put my blocks at the wall. And that's going to be for my feet for a bridge pose. Okay? All right. It doesn't quite look even. I got to fix that. Okay. That's a little better. So my feet are going to go on the block for a bridge pose. All right. So have the feet down onto the blocks. And my toes are touching the wall. You could have toes up the wall and have toe mounds grounding to the wall. I'm not practicing that today. Okay. So the blocks are just going to help us to get a little bit more of a lift. So press the 4 points of your feet down. press the back of your arms down, back of your head down, and inhale, lift your hips up. Okay? Now, lengthen the thigh bone toward the wall in front of you as you press the feet down to get a bit more of a lift. And then slowly lower down. So the first one we did with just the arms down by your sides, pinky side of the hands down. Let's see if we can interlace the fingers behind the back today. So press the feet down and into the floor. Press your arms down, press your head down. See if you can roll a shoulder under the body and then the other. Interlace your fingers, press the back of the arms down, lift your hips up. Lengthen the thigh bones towards the wall and away from the pelvis. You lift the bottom of the belly. And then release the hands, release the shoulders, and down you come. Okay, I'm going to set the blocks off to the side, and we'll look at legs up the wall. So I'm going to place a blanket. You could use a bolster, you could use a beach towel. I'm going to put the blanket, the smooth edge of the blanket, closer to the wall, but not up against the wall. So I have about an inch or so between the blanket and the wall. And you sit on the edge of the blanket. Now, when I roll over onto the side to come down to my side body, I scoot my buttocks towards the wall. So as I come onto the side, I scoot closer towards the wall, bring my shoulder down, and that gives me a little more leverage to scoot closer towards the wall, and then swing the legs up the wall, and the sitting bones drop down. Okay, so my arms can be out to the side. So let's play with the legs just a little bit. So lift up through the feet as you press the back of the thighs towards the wall, and then as you exhale, allow the wall to be your support as you take your legs out into a big V. Continue to press the heels and the thigh bones towards the wall. And then use the hands to support the legs, draw them up, and then turn the feet so the outer edges of the feet come towards the wall and the legs drop into Baddha Konasana. And we'll take legs up the wall, press the back of the legs to the wall, take the legs apart. Then again, press the heels, press the thigh bones into the wall. Draw the legs together, Baddha Konasana. And then let's do one more. Taking the legs up, press the heels, press the thigh bones to the wall, take the legs apart, and then reconnect with your actions, pressing the heels, press the thigh bones down. Or press the thigh bones into the wall, I should say. Draw the legs together. And we'll hang out here for a couple of breaths. Let's bend the knees and roll all the way over into your right. Pause there for just a moment and then gently push yourself upward. And then let's set up for Shavasana. So I need to turn my mat so that you can have the setup, see the setup this way. At home, the short end of the mat works just fine. Short end of the mat to the wall works just fine. So I'm going to position the fringe to one side, and I'm going to make a trifold with my second blanket. So I'm going to roll from this half fold, roll it in a part of the way, and then kind of flip it so it's like an accordion. And this will be for the spine, this will be for the head. Yeah, I don't want my feet hanging off onto the cold floor, so now, Shavasana. So allow the weight of the body to begin to drop. And then let's squeeze and contract the right leg, and then relax it, allow it to be heavy. And then squeeze and contract the right leg. Relax it and let it be heavy. Contract the buttocks. Relax it. Contract the left arm and hand. Relax it. Contract the right arm and hand. Relax it. Contract the face. And relax it. And then let's contract the entire body. And relax. And rest in the quiet of Shavasana. And I'll call you out in just a bit. So for the purpose of the video, I'll be coming out, video time rather. Please stay in Shavasana if you feel called to do so. So let us connect back in with the quote that we started class with. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you're used to is better than the one to come? Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.